Hey, what's up, guys? So, I'm going live. No. So, main thing for me, never done one of these things before. I got no clue what I'm doing. As you can see, it's just took me 10 minutes to figure out how to even go live. Um, yeah, funny time to go live, Valentine's, didn't even know. But I'm going to try and do some more of these because apparently I've got to get my face out there more, which I haven't really liked to do since I was an actor. Um, but yeah, I'm not really looking to be an influencer, just to yeah, try and get my films out there a bit more. So I'm going to do a little review on Marty Supreme, um, which was interesting. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, I meant to like look at people that have joined. Hey, Tim's in. How we doing, Tim? Uh, and Rory, how we doing, mate? All right. Um, yeah, I'm just going to do some of these now and again. Might as well. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing, what I'm up to. Yeah, been basically writing, as you know, my boring life of writing constantly. That is literally my life at the moment. So yeah, as you can see, I got bags on my eyes um, because I'm writing from like literally. Usually get to the coffee shop about sometimes 6:30 when it opens, or between 6:30 and 8. So yeah, get down there, do some writing. It's a good laugh. Um, just intensely writing at the moment. So rather than doing these crazy knocking them out in, um, knocking them out in 3 days, um, I'm basically going through intense writing. So it's a little bit different. So today I was working on my war screenplay, 170 pages. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So you go through each scene. A lot of people, the reason I'm saying this because a lot of people are asking me about my process, and I don't really know how to explain it other than doing this. So I figured, like, I did this little radio show the other day, which was great with Reese, really nice guy. And it was kind of good because it was live and I had no clue. I've not heard it back. I had no clue what it was like. Few people listened, few friends listened, said it was cool to listen to me. So yeah, might as well. Um, but yeah, just writing, working on that one today. So 170 pages it is. And I got to page 10 today. So I did 10 pages in literally 8 hours, no, 12 hours writing because it was 8 until like, well, quarter to 8 at night, and then went down to the cinema. So I got like 10 pages done, which is kind of nuts. But yeah, I'm literally like picking apart every single word, making sure that it's, completely exactly what needs to be in there. So I've started doing that a little bit more with my scripts just to refine them and make them like super, super coherent. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically the process that I'm going through at the moment. It's arduous. It's you're tearing your hair out. I probably look like a bit of a nutter, which I am, as most of you know, in the a coffee shop because I'm like acting out the parts and stuff like that, which is just crazy. And it's about Hitler and Nazis and World War II, and I'm doing like Hitler voices, and then I'm doing like the female voices and doing all sorts. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, it's kind of fun. But yeah, onto the Marty Supreme thing because I'm probably just gonna waffle because I'm a bit tired. But Marty Supreme. So yeah, obviously went to the cinema. Loads of couples around. That was interesting. Um, and yeah, first initial thoughts. Um, it's a great film. Like it is really great, and it does take you on a journey. Um, it it sort of peaks and troughs, and it is kind of conflict, which they just tell you to write. That's what they tell you to do. It's not exactly my kind of writing style, although that's what they tell you should do. Is literally take your character, take your lead protagonist, and put them in the shit, and put them again. Then make it worse. Then make it worse. Then make it worse. Which they definitely did. And yeah, there's some hilarious moments in it. There's going to be spoilers, so I think this records. I don't really know if it records and I can post it later, but don't watch this if you haven't seen it because it will ruin it. If you have, then cool. Yeah, you'll probably know the bits I'm talking about. But like, for instance, like, you know, he's in the shit, he's down on his luck in his ordinary world. He works in a fucking shoe shop, and you know, he works for his dad. I know, I think it's his uncle actually. I think it was his uncle. And he works in this shoe shop selling shoes, but he actually is an amazing table tennis player and wants to be a table tennis player internationally. And he's the only American to play in whatever 1940, whatever it was. I don't know what year it was, 50s maybe. So yeah, he basically just goes and plays table tennis for America, and he's like the first American table tennis player. So yeah, then he goes on this journey where basically he's going to go and take on this Japanese table tennis player, which is it's really good. It's really hilarious, him going through and going on all that journey. Really nice moments. I love the bit where they did. It's of course Josh Safdie, the contentious Josh Safdie. Yeah, and probably contentious. Contentious as a director at the moment. But yeah, he directs it, and I love the bit where he picked to do this little flashback of the not a flashback, sorry, like a trailer of like the Japanese table tennis player playing Marty Supreme. Well, what was his name? I did write some notes because only a few because I'm going to forget, but Marty Massa, I think his name was. I can't see. I've written in pencil very quick. But Chalamet obviously plays him. Yeah, and I love the bit. He obviously loses to him, and then they do this kind of like dodgeball thing, which I really love. Like, I was laughing at that. You know, when they go back to that old video and they put it in, and they're like, "My name's Patches O'Houlihan," which was kind of funny, and they were like bigging up the Japanese table tennis player. So yeah, kind of like that. That was cool. And then it just goes nuts. Like, he just gets into bad situation. The film as a whole, I really resonated with. It reminds me of watching a weird subverted version of my life in a way. All the different crazy things I've been up to in my life, and it never quite working out, and gatekeepers and rich folk, and you know, he just doesn't catch a break. So yeah, it was really universal in that way, which I did connect to. A few things on the choices. So for me, like, the whole film, like, it is really fun, and I really enjoyed it. Um, it's up there with a good film I've seen this year, and it's early on in the year, but yeah, it's up there. Um, and my main thoughts about it are, like, I did some research just to check because I do this a lot. Like, I check the writers, I check I have a little look at who's in it, and IMDb, and if I don't know the actor or the director, I'll have a look. Because I've got to admit, my film knowledge is okay, but it can be way better. There's people who shit all over me basically in terms of film knowledge. I'm getting my classics in more, trying to learn more, um, trying to basically just get in as many films as I can. But there's so much out there now to watch. So my main thoughts on the film as a whole, and I know, like, what I wanted to mainly say is, like, I know Chalamet is going, he's going for this Oscar push, and he's sort of, he kind of reminds me of, like, the Leo days when Leo was really young as an actor. Obviously Leonardo DiCaprio. I say Leo like I know him. I wish. Actually, who knows? Love to work with him, but um, he basically, I just feel like he's doing this push, isn't he? Like, I need to win an Oscar. This is my time. I deserve it. Um, and I love Timothée Chalamet. Like, I really, really do love him as an actor. And his other stuff I've seen, I've really, really enjoyed him in. And I think as a whole, I think he is really phenomenal in this. And it's a killer part. It's him 80% of the time, really, almost 100. But like, I'm trying to think if there was a scene that he isn't in. Not off the top of my head. There probably is, but it's probably like 80 to 90% of the time him on screen. Um, and the only thing for me in this whole Oscar push for him is, and what was missing for it for me was that I mean, I had a little look because I was like, is he working class? Because I don't know if he is working class technically, because it's like the time period switch, and he's a shoe seller. And I was thinking, there was just something missing. Like, I think the writing is incredible. Like, the screenwriting is really incredible, and like the situations, the comedy in it is brilliant. But I'm mainly talking about him wanting to win this Oscar. Um, and the only thing for me, it just misses a little bit in his performance, because I don't feel the desperation of someone in that world, and that's what's missing. Like, for me, in his performance, like the stakes are there, um, and like you want him to win, like you do. It depends who you are whether you want him to win or not, because he's obviously, he's a massive narcissist, and well, I don't know if he's a narcissist or just a misunderstood soul, or somebody. He's battled for so long that he's just done with the world, and he's done with never being the chosen one, and everyone against him. So yeah, it resonated with me for that. Um, and as well, like, for me, like, one of the things with the character is I just kept thinking, if it was another actor that was playing this role, because it's such a killer role, like, for an actor, um, would 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 I have been like blown away? Like even like One Battle After Another and Die My Love are the two recent films that I was like, wow, the performances. Robert Pattinson, of course, and see, my memory's terrible since my stroke. Um, Jennifer Lawrence, um, in Die My Love, their performances in that I was blown away by. And then obviously One Battle After Another, wow, like all of them. Benicio and Leo. Oh, Leo's it's so funny in that film. Um, and I must admit, like, I need to get better at learning the up and coming female actors as well. Like, I can admit, like, I'm terrible for that. Um, yeah, I'm terrible for learning the female actors' names unless they're really big, which is really a bad thing, really, now that I think about it. Um, but my memory is not good as it used to be. So, you know what? Like, I've had a crazy 2.5 years after my stroke. So, yeah, fuck it. Um, but yeah, I will try and do better, because I should. But what I wanted to continue saying is that the female performances in that, I'm better with character names. It's Perfidia. What a name for a character. I can't think of the full name. What was her character name? Oh, I can't remember now. Perfidia, though, she was fucking awesome. Um, and I did some research on the girl that plays Leo's daughter. That's not his daughter. And of course, Sean Penn. Oh my god, I love Sean Penn, because you know nearly everything he's been in, I've watched, and he's just one of my favorite actors. He's so good, and particularly in that. See, I'm definitely going off on a tangent now, but yeah. Back to Marty Supreme, and as it's the headline. Um, Basically, I think if it was another actor playing that role who was from a real working class background, I think they would win an Oscar. I genuinely do. And I haven't seen all the Oscars films yet. Um, but because of how big the role is, it's such a killer role. But just a little thing from Chalamet that I missed was just the stakes of the reality of what somebody in that situation would be feeling. Um, so yeah, it just misses a bit for me there. Although I'm not sure that that's what the director was going for. Um, and the film in general, it misses a little bit for me of the reality of the working class background. But then now I think about it, it might not even be trying to say that, and like that might just be me trying to put that in, and I thought he was. Because maybe if he was his dad was a boot seller, then they were actually quite well off. So yeah, maybe he is actually more of a middle to upper class character. But just some of the choices in the writing, it just seemed like he was really in the pits, and where he was living. You know, they weren't living in big houses or anything. Um, but yeah, and then what else did I put on my notes? Let's have a little look. So yeah, Timothée smashes it. Like he does really well. Um, it is an incredible performance, but just misses that like Oscar for me. And the Oscar, like I just feel like you have to nail it. Like I don't know, there's something about an Oscar performance that makes you go, wow, like you're just captivated. So yeah, I think he might miss out again, but I don't know. I need to watch all of the films. Of course, I've been writing so much that it's one of the first years I haven't seen all the films for the Oscars, which I've watched. Normally, I've watched all of them by now. Um, so I wanted to speak about Gwyneth Paltrow. I think she is so good in this. Like, such a good role as well. The way they wrote her, and I just think she does really, really well. Like, she plays obviously this retired actress whose husband's just a fucking idiot, and you know he doesn't love her anymore. They're in a loveless marriage, and she plays this returning actor, and just the way they set all that up as well. That just the writing is phenomenal in it, I must admit. When he goes to the theater and he's just trying to get money the whole time. So yeah, really resonated with me there. Any way he could, any way he could. Um, but Gwyneth Paltrow, just she's just so good. She just really underplays it, and you can tell like she, you know, she feels desirable for the first time in a long time, and that reads really well. And the bit where they're in the park and they get caught by the police because he's licking her out. Oh, it's great. I thought that was such a good way to do it. In the park, oh no, they're not park rangers, they were policemen. And then he finally gets the necklace, and then he has to give the necklace to the fucking dodgy copper. I thought that was great, the way it all came together. So yeah, in terms of like Easter eggs and linking it all together, and you know they were setting up stuff all the way through, and then making the button at the end and revisiting it. I really appreciated that, and it's a screenplay I'll look forward to buying and reading through, because that is similar to my writing in that way, in terms of you know, loads of connecting stories, um, and like linking everything back as much as possible, setting it up, then doing the payoff towards the end in the fourth act. But yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow, loved her, so good. Um, yeah, and the way they wrote her as well, you know, she didn't get that much. She could have been used more. I felt it was crazy all the way through. So, um, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Odessa Zion. What does that say? Rachel Midder. or I don't know if that's right, the character name, but the actor's Odessa Azion. She's of course brilliant. Like, I love her. She plays it really well. And she's just as messed up as him as well, which I really loved. Um, and they showed, I think it's two, I don't know if they're going for two narcissists or two lost souls, but it was nice to see the female version of that as well, because we see so many male versions, and there's a lot of male hate out there at the moment. So probably rightly so. We probably deserve it. But yeah, I think she plays it really well, and it's really deep actually. It's actually really deep, a lot of the bits, and I definitely had an emotional reaction to it. Um, so yeah, really appreciated the film, but yeah, just misses out on the Oscar. Um, did I have anything else to say? Probably not. I mean, I don't know if I'll do this again. I might do. We'll see. Seeing as I'm meant to be getting my face out there more. Oh, great. Can't wait. I wish I could just send my scripts off and somebody gives me millions of dollars and I'll go make the film. And I'll make it sick as well. I can't wait. So yeah, I'll do a few more of these. That was just initial reaction. I can't really think of anything to do. I don't want to be an influencer. I see so many people now like becoming these influencers, and that's not me. So I just figured after doing that little radio show, might be quite nice just to talk about film a bit. And that was really nice of Reese, actually. I really enjoyed it. Um, he was such a nice guy, and he's been doing it. He's so much enthusiasm for film, and we just chatted and we disagreed, and some of his favourite films made me laugh because, and some of mine did to him, no doubt. But yeah, he's got so much passion. Um, if you want, yeah, you should give him a watch because Reese Manigan Movie Music Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 p.m. But such a nice guy. And anyone who sees this, like, if you want to just go and talk about film and you're in the business, go and have a talk to him. He's a great laugh. He's so much fun. He's got so much vibe for life, and he's a struggling filmmaker in a lot of ways, not making profit from his movies, and he just loves film. Like, he's got way more knowledge than me, I'd say. Um, and yeah, he's just a really nice guy. So yeah, if you do want to go on and you feel like you could do that, go and do it, and you get to hear some cool movie music along the way. He was playing all sorts of Monsters Inc. and stuff. Um, I don't think there's anything else about the film right now I want to say. Uh, check my notes. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So I don't know if it's contentious or not, but my thoughts were, a director like Sean Baker directs that film. Oh my god, I reckon he'd win another Oscar. I reckon he'd have won another Oscar because he would make it grittier and real, and that was what was missing for me. Um, which I don't know if they were going for that, so I can't say, but that's what would have made it. I'm just giving my opinion. It's obviously subjective, but for me personally, that's what would have made it, like, for instance, better than One Battle After Another. Um, and I don't think Die My Love's in the Oscar run, but um, I still haven't made my mind. I need to watch both them films again because I still haven't made my mind up if Die My Love was better or if One Battle After Another was better. So yeah, both amazing films. But yeah, that's my little takeaway, my little contentious takeaway perhaps. If Sean Baker directs that film, another Oscar. Um, and actors. I mean, I'm just a massive fan of Jack O'Connell at the moment. Not at the moment, I have been my whole life. But I feel like Jack O'Connell gives that part a crack. Um, just because I felt like the way it was written, I felt like Chalamet could have been way more scatty with it. Um, and I need to do some more research because I don't know if it's a true story or not. I think it is a true story, but that might be completely wrong. I might have read it somewhere and been just thinking that I'm going to see a true story, but I thought it was like based off a true story. If it's not and it's completely original, the point still works because um, Jack O'Connell would have absolutely smashed that role. Um, yeah, I just feel he'd have been so scatty and like I feel like he'd have brought more like ticks into it. But if it is a real person, of course, then he might have been doing a depiction of him, and that might have been bang on. Um, yeah, and I know as well. Yeah, the other thing was I did do a little bit of research on the marketing drive and stuff that they did for the film. And so it's just important to think of little ways we can market our films. I mean, I'm in short films, so I don't really know how you can market a short film. Um, but yeah, my short film's live on YouTube. Thanks for those who watched it. Give me some really nice thoughts. I've had some nice comments. Um, I've had some people come back as well who I haven't spoke to in so long, and yeah, nice to hear from you. Nice to hear people are supporting filmmakers. Um, yeah, I think big things coming. I'm really positive. I'm working hard. That's all I can do. If you know any rich people, send them my way because yeah, got my arsenal of screenplays here, ready to go. Boom, 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 boom. Here's my Marty Supreme ticket. Um, but yeah, I don't know what to do. Don't know what the next step is for me. I'm going to do my first feature, of course. That's the plan this year. Um, I'm going to try and get financing for it. If not, shoot it completely super low budget and, you know, tear the script apart and cut all of the really complicated bits. I'm going to have to because, you know, the two scripts I've written for my first feature, they're just, my ideas are wild. They, they're wild. So yeah, and I want to thank everyone as well for coming down to the screenplay read through. Um, that was like I can't if you're watching this, I can't thank you enough for coming down to that because um, yeah, it's unpaid work for actors. Um, I don't get paid for anything at the moment. Um, I'd rather be upfront about it. Got paid to do a little short film last year. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm not being paid. So the choice for me at the moment as a director and screenwriter is to make no budget things or don't make anything. So I probably won't be making anything. I'm in the edit for two films, two of my shorts. I've got Clown coming out, Splendidly Disastrous, Accidental Clown. Um, that'll be out a long time. That'll be a while. But I just got the basically like a really refined cut from the editor, and I can't wait. So excited to add music to that, and it is brilliant. Kinney's performance in that is great. He does so much, such a good improviser, Kinney, who I work with on that. Um, and then obviously Kindling Burns Love Fast on YouTube. Go and watch it if you can. It's really nice hearing some thoughts on that as well because It can be hard as a filmmaker to know where you're at, and like people who know me really well, um, and I've spoke to recently about my project. They know what I've got planned, and they know how steadfast I am about it. If it comes across as cocky and it offends you, I'm sorry, but yeah, I've shrunk myself for quite a while, and I'm not going to do that anymore, as much as possible. Um, so yeah, kindling, clown, and ships in the night, which that's been a nightmare because we shot it so long ago, and just a post production. When you're working with no budget, you know, it's so tough. It's so tough to get everything to marry together. Um, and I always made a promise that I would not be one of them filmmakers that you hear about that makes a film and then doesn't release it. Like, however bad it is, however good it is, like everybody puts their time into it. So I'm always going to make that vow that I will finish everything that I've done. And to this point, I've stuck by my words. And Ships in the Night, um, I'm just debating if I'm going to do festival on that or not, or if I'm just going to release it straight to YouTube. Um, yeah, I'm in two minds. I might, maybe see a few UK festivals on that one, um, and just put it in a few. But I'm not going to do a long festival run. I'm a bit more clued up on the festival game now, I think, and how that all works. Um, so yeah, but Clown, yeah, I'm happy with what Clown's come out and excited for people to see that one. I'm very excited for people to see Ships in the Night as well, because it was my first crack at comedy, really, dark comedy, so which is completely out of my comfort zone. Although most of my feature scripts are predominantly, well, 50% are probably more leaning on dark comedy. Um, so yeah, it's just to try out and see if I could shoot a dark comedy. Um, that's it, really. That's the update for you. I'm gonna go now. Yeah, keep liking. Thank you to everyone for the screenplay read. Like, it was so appreciated, and hearing the words out, and but it's so bonkers, but I love that fucking script, man. I fucking love it. Um, and it's mine, so yeah, of course I love it. But you got to be your own cheerleaders, guys. I've been saying this to people. I've been hearing it from filmmakers that are up there, and you've got to be your number one cheerleader. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. If you don't like my content, unfollow me because I don't care. I haven't got the time to care. I had a few messages recently, and I was just like, "What? Why are you messaging me that? I don't care. If you don't want to watch it, unfollow me. I'm not bothered. I don't spend a lot of time on Instagram. I write, um, and I'm also aware that I don't like and um, I don't doom scroll as that much. So if I'm not liking your content, and I should be, I'm trying to like the people that are really supporting me at the moment. But yeah, if I'm missing anything, then let me know because I don't spend that much time on Instagram because I am genuinely writing all the time. And I'm really committed to my craft. So yeah, super happy with how it's going. It's going to be a cool year, I think. Let's get some money. Let's try and figure out a way to get some money. Um, but yeah, super positive actually. I'm super positive because I can't do no more than I'm doing right now. Um, yeah, I think that's it. I think I did all my notes. Josh Safdie, Gwyneth Paltrow. Yeah. So final takeaway: amazing film, really cool. There's a little bit of an update on me there, and I just feel it just misses the mark a little bit in terms of the Oscar level, but still love the film, amazing film, and I'll watch it again and get some second thoughts on it. But yeah, it just lacks a little bit of heart and a little bit of reality if they were going for, you know, the working class routes. Yeah, that's the only thing. So yeah, cheers for joining me. I don't know who's here. I know some people popping in and out, but let me just have a look because I should probably do this. I've seen them. I've seen people who do it. Oh, I can wave to people. Yeah, sorry, I've got no clue how to do this, so don't expect me to. This is how they're going to be as well. Don't expect anything special. If they're not for you, don't stay because it's just going to be me talking. I'm not going to be doing any influencer things where I'm like, "Hi guys, welcome to my video," or sat at my desk. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to talk and see where it goes, and pretty much improvise, write a few little notes. If you like it and you want to see more, you know, I'll do more. If people have got questions, not now, of course, but you know, people like it and that's the kind of content they want from me. I'm just trying to put my face out there a bit more as I go into pitching these feature films, which I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. And I've worked fucking hard on them. So yeah, they, you know, my films deserve to be seen now. I've realised that. Um, yeah, thanks for joining. Let's go through. Wave. I don't know. It says a load of names, so I don't know if you've joined. I'm gonna wave back to people. Um, Jack R.H. O'Sullivan, thanks for joining, mate. Charlene, thank you so much for all your support, and linking me up with Reese as well. I had such a fun time at the radio show. Gabriel, nice. I don't know if Gabriel joined and then left. I don't know how it works, whether these are people that have looked. I'll try and figure it out. And actually, I suppose I should probably do this as I go and try and multitask, but I don't think my brain's quite built for that anymore. Gabriel joined, nice. I hope you're doing well, Gabriel. Obviously, Tim, I saw you come in at the start, mate. I hope you're doing well. It was nice to hear from you. Sending love. Christina, oh, nice. Thank you, Christina. I see you're up to some crazy bits. You are a busy, busy woman. So yeah, always love hearing from you. Actor Sean O'Connor. Odessa Azion did her audition in a phone booth. Amazing to watch. Oh, cool. Thanks for that, mate. Actor Sean O'Connor. I don't think I know you, mate. But yeah, Instagrams like that. There's a lot of people that follow or you follow, and yeah. So yeah, I'll have a look at your stuff, mate, after this. I don't know what that says. Rithiki. Don't know who that is. No face on the thing, but I'll give you a wave. Actor Sean. Odessa Zion. Thanks, Sean. Nick. Nick, I gave you some updates on the film. I know we're working to the edit. Great composer, Nick, and also sound recordist. So if anyone's got any jobs in that front, really great guy. Massive Doctor Who fan as well. I'll try and just say some things about people so they know. Charlene's an actor. She came and did the read through for me, and did a show reel with us as well with 4040 in, which I probably should have mentioned that as well because I obviously launched a tiny little film company that one day will be very big. Yeah, I say that sarcastically, but I genuinely believe it will. So yeah. Lawrence James Davies. Lawrence, thanks for joining. Great actor. I was DOP for a mini series for good friend of mine, James, and Lawrence was one of the actors there. Really phenomenal actor. Very natural on camera. If you're looking for somebody to be supernatural, and very professional as well. Great on a little mini skateboard as well, if you need that on set. Near, I said Near. Thanks, Near. Near came to the screenplay read as well. Um, really great actor. Also did the show reel, which you can see online. He's very talented. And congratulations, Near, on your award. I know you're doing bits, so well done, mate. Of course, Rory. I don't know what Rory's put at UK Film Work. Thanks, Rory. I don't know who that is or what that is. Um, but yeah, thanks, mate. Rory's super talented actor. Um, so yeah, if you need anyone who looks like him, have a little look at his profile. He's got a cool look. Um, Tim, I've done. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Oh, sorry. People have obviously been messaging me. Did you like the spanking scene? Yes, actually, you reminded me of something there, Rory, because the spanking scene for me, I had a little epiphany on that bit, and because I was on a call recently. I'm not going to go too much into it, but um, like how many people have had to do stuff to get into the system that they never wanted to do or forced into doing, or and it actually just made me so glad that I've never done anything like that. And I also wrote a film about something to do with that as well, a little bit contentious, but yes, that'll be later on. I'll talk about that. But yeah, one of my features is based heavily on sacrifices you have to make to get in the business. Um, and yeah, the spanking scene was interesting. Rich guy as well, like rich guy spanking a poor guy so that he can get his big break that he then turns his back on. I wonder how many times that happens in the world. Yeah, won't catch me sucking any dicks to get where I want to be. So yeah, no point offering it. Not that anyone has. Or is it in the feature? We've got, that's it. Cool. I've said hello to everyone. I'll try and do better on them comments. I probably should have said hello. But yeah, I'm going to go to bed. I'm normally in bed by now, and I'll probably be up writing tomorrow. But yeah, give 4040 in a follow if you can. I'd much appreciate it. Um, and it will help me a lot. So yeah, if you want to see more of this, I'll do some more. I can do a question and answer one, whatever. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep and then back to screenwriting tomorrow. Cheers, guys. Bye, bye, bye.